And human desire is to be happy. And so then it's important to consider, well, what can you do to be a happier person? And research has fortunately shown us that the happiest people are the ones that practice the most gratitude and appreciate things in their life. And so it doesn't matter, how much money you have or don't have, where you're from, your faith, your religion, your ethnicity, your gender identification or your gender expression. Really, none of those things matter. But really, what does matter is the perception and the way that you think about your life. And if you get yourself to a place where you are more grateful for your life, and everyone has things that they're grateful for, you will start to become a happier person. And so I'm really excited to share today on behalf of our entire Makin Wellness team 3 different things that you can do to become a happier person, which, who doesn't want to be happier? So the first tip is actually, interestingly enough, is from Penny Hardaway, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. So I was watching an episode of Cribs years and years ago, and he did something that I thought was very interesting, and it wasn't something that you really saw in the show. He had a picture of that childhood home that he grew up in, which was very, very, very small. I believe it was a 1-bedroom home, and he has it framed in his home and says that it's actually his favorite piece of artwork in his home, and he looks at it every single day, and it reminds him of where he's come from, and it forces him to feel appreciation with where he's at right now. And so sometimes when we remind ourselves of where we either came from or remind ourselves of more challenging experiences that we've gone through, the contrast of that helps to get us to appreciate where we are at now. So, considering more challenging times can make you feel more appreciative of where you are at today. So that is the first tip. The second tip is to keep a gratitude journal. So if you're thinking, Sarah, I don't like to journal. Well, you don't have to actually write out and have a separate journal for this. You can do this in a variety of different ways. If you don't like to write, you can put this into your planner. I actually use, it's called a Panda Planner, and every morning it asks me to list 3 things that I am grateful for. And so it forces me, before I do anything, to think about everything that I am appreciative of. And so that's another way of doing it. It's better to write this stuff down instead of typing it. And if you can work it into your daily routine, that's even better. So then automatically okay, around 9 a.m., that's whenever I do my gratitude. Or you can always do this in the evening. So that is the second tip. And then the third and final tip is to use visual reminders. And so there are so many different ways that you can do this. You could have a poster that reminds you to be grateful. You could have a vision board or a dream board out. That's something that I personally do. This thing is out about 7 days a week, and especially 5 days a week when I'm working, I'm constantly looking at it. So putting together a dream or a vision board can be really helpful. Sometimes other people can be visual reminders. And so, for instance, if you live with a partner, or if you live with your family, or if you have animals, you can start to kind of tell yourself, well, every time I see my cat, I'm going to remind myself how grateful I am for this cat and how much I love him or her. And so that can become a way that you can feel appreciation every time you run into a family member, or every single time that you see an animal. So those are the 3 reminders. The most important thing is for you to work one or all of these strategies into your daily routine, and you want to feel the feelings of appreciation. You don't want to just write down, well, I'm appreciative of my job, I'm appreciative of my spouse, if you don't really feel that way. And so it's more important for you to write down something that might be a little bit more superficial, but you actually feel appreciative, compared to something that you feel like you should be appreciative of, but you really aren't. And with time, you'll start to notice that this act of ongoing appreciation is really going to change you as a person. And you'll start to notice that you appreciate even the small things in life. You appreciate more people around you, and you become a more pleasant person, and overall it just improves you as a human being, which is awesome, and that is exactly what we're after. So I hope you enjoyed all these tips. Please let me know in the comments below, what do you do to practice appreciation? Give this video a like, be sure to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you can stay plugged in and receive lots of positive content from myself and our incredible Makin Wellness team. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.